What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the best advice that you can have when purchasing a Tesla. Whether you're buying an S, X, Y, or 3, I can guarantee you this advice will make you feel much better about your purchasing decision. Let's hop into it. Buying a Tesla can be scary, and let's face it, for most of us, buying a Tesla is the first Tesla that we've ever purchased, and so it can be extremely overwhelming by the different battery types, performance versus non-performance, not to mention warranties that are coming and going, and then the biggest elephant in the room, which is other people's opinions, which you'll notice some say yes and some say no for the exact same situation, which becomes extremely confusing. So the first piece of advice that I would give you is to rent a Tesla. You can hop onto Turo, T-U-R-O, and that is a mobile app and or web portal that you can hop into and rent a Tesla in your local area. For me personally, I rented 4 different Teslas because I wasn't sure which one I liked the best. Once I identified that the Model S was my personal favorite, I ended up renting it again, this time for a period of 4 days. This allows you enough time to experience your daily routine, whether it be going to work, to and from, as well as other activities like picking up my daughter from dance, unexpected client meetings that pop up. Do I have enough battery? What's it like if I don't have a plug in my garage to plug into versus supercharging only? Gives you all of those experiences so you can identify what will be the most important for you. What I quickly learned is that in my daily life, the Tesla Model S cup holders suck, and they couldn't really accommodate the different cup sizes that I use in my daily routine, whether it be getting a big gulp at the gas station or just my Yeti cup that I keep at work for my water. Those things are instrumental in helping you decide if you can and can't live without it. And in addition to that, it also gave me the opportunity to experience the technology differences between older models and newer models, and helped me differentiate if those technology improvements were worth paying a little bit extra, or maybe holding off and saving up a little bit longer to get a different and or newer model. I would also suggest that whenever you are looking at Tesla rentals, you're specifically thinking about performance as well. Who doesn't want the quickest car on the road? But the question is, do you actually need it? So I rented the Model S standard, and I also rented a performance Model S. And I quickly found out that while the performance model is a blast, it's really just more so that became a party trick for any new friends who had not been inside a Tesla before. That said, anyone who sits in my standard Tesla also seems to think it's absurdly quick, because it is. It's faster than most vehicles that are on the road. The final piece I discovered when renting was in relation to mileage. So I hopped into the Performance Model S, drove it around. There was not a creak, a squeak, or a noise in sight. The interior was clean as can be, and I would have believed that the Performance model had around 20,000 miles on it. Whenever I clicked on the software tab and looked at the mileage that was on this performance model, it had 130,000 miles on it. So for me, that was enough to seal the deal and identify that buying an older Tesla Model S with around 50,000 miles wasn't as big of a concern for me as I thought it might be. And last is the opinions of others. I would flick them right out of your head. You will notice in very short order that if you begin listening to all of the thoughts and opinions on the internet, there will be conflicting information that does nothing more than confuse you. That's why the purpose of renting a Tesla is going to be so influential in your purchasing decision, to help you feel solid in what it is that you're doing. The 2 most common complaints and or noise that is made about Teslas is batteries and motors. And let's face it, if you were to purchase a $35,000 gasoline engine, you're still going to have varying warranty options, AC going out, the possibility of an engine blowing, and all sorts of things that can go wrong in a gas car just the same that it could in a Tesla. Ryan Shaw just put out a video on a 1,000,000-mile Tesla recently. I'll include a link below in the show notes, and you can specifically look and see the well-documented data from Tesla and others that show what degradation looks like, battery failure, and even motor failure. And in the instance of motor failure and battery failure, those instances are few and far between. You will hear them screaming loudly on the internet, because who likes whenever those happen to them? The answer is none. But this is something that you must keep in mind whenever you're doing your Tesla research. So I hope that that was helpful for you. For me, it changed my mindset entirely, and I'm extremely pleased with the Tesla that I purchased. If it helped, hit a like, follow, subscribe, all the things, and we'll look at you on the next one. Thanks.